So, inner demons. We all pretty much have them to some extent. Some have more than others. Some have less than others. But all of us, deep inside of ourselves, deep inside our subconscious mind, and sometimes even in our conscious mind, we have these inner demons that come up that show their face, and it can be quite unpleasant. Whether it's fear, anxiety, depression, failure, fear of failure, a lack of passion or motivation. So many different things can bubble up inside of us. And it's really these inner demons that we suppress the most. This shadow side that we have, as Carl Jung liked to call it. He called it the shadow side. It's basically the aspects of ourselves that we don't like to look at, that we're afraid of, that we suppress, that we demonize, that we kind of shun, and we pretend isn't there. So, what's the solution? How do we conquer our inner demons? How do we conquer the aspects of ourselves that are the scariest? The aspects of ourselves that we might not even be aware of, we might not even know exists until one day it just pops up out of the blue. So, the most effective way to conquer your demons, to tame the shadow side, is just to understand that it exists. Once you understand that there are aspects of yourself that you don't prefer, that there are aspects of yourself that you don't like to look at, you have to first admit this to yourself. Most people just suffer from their demons and they don't know that they're demons. They just think that they're coming from nowhere, right? They think that they're just coming from other people. They think that it's coming from outside themselves, that it's a side effect of their environment, or it's a side effect of the people that they hang out with, the place that they work at. So, to most people, they don't have inner demons, they have outer demons, right? They have people that torment them. They have jobs that they hate to go to. They have deadlines that they can't meet. They have money problems. They have all of these issues, these external demons. But most people are mistaken, because the only demons that there are, the only shadow that there is inside of you. You are the shadow. You are the shadow side. Not completely, but the shadow side, the evil, right? What you call evil in the world is actually identical with yourself. You are pure evil, right? That's what people don't understand. You are the evil in the world. You're just not taking responsibility for it. You're not aware of it. You're not recognizing that you are pure evil, right? Now, of course, you're not totally pure evil, right? Most people out there are very good people. Most people are mostly very good. But all of the evil that they see, they're misrepresenting it as the external world. And that's a fallacy. That's incorrect. All of the evil that you see out there is just a reflection of your inner demons that are coming out and projecting onto the world. It's a projection of yourself. So, to conquer your demons, you first have to understand that they're your demons. That it is It is your shadow side that you are looking at. Everything that you don't like to look at, everything that you like to avoid, everything that you're afraid of, everything you're unsure about, you're confused about, all the negative emotions that you feel are stemming from within yourself, stemming from your shadow, from your inner demons, right? Um, so what can we do to combat this once we've recognized that we have this, once we recognize that this is a part of us? Have you ever heard the expression kill it with kindness? That is the most effective method. You must kill your shadow and kill your demons with kindness. Don't demonize the demons because they're going to get stronger. If you demonize parts of yourself that you've been demonizing for God knows how long, nothing is going to change. They're going to stay a problem. But when you shine the light of awareness onto your shadow side, and you become aware of, oh, there's this aspect of me that I'm having trouble with, that is not sitting right, this unproductivity, this fear of failure, this social anxiety. These are aspects of me that I don't really like to talk about. I don't really like to acknowledge, right? Or or even worse than not acknowledging them could be, or maybe not even worse, but another way that you're continuing the existence of your demons is by shunning them, by bad mouthing them, by saying, I shouldn't have social anxiety. The social anxiety is bad. Or or by saying, um, I I am I am so despicable for being unproductive. When I'm unproductive, I hate that side of myself. It's the worst. See, it's these attitudes that are actually perpetuating these negative aspects, because what does negativity love? Negativity loves more negativity. So when you feed it more negativity, it grows and it becomes stronger, right? So again, you must kill it with kindness. You have to say, these aspects of myself that in the past I didn't like to look at, that in the past I like to judge and demonize. I now have to turn the other cheek and I have to say, I am okay with these parts of myself. I accept these parts of myself. And actually, thinking it is great, right? Thinking it in your mind is great, but actually externalizing it and verbalizing your thoughts as well can be even more powerful. So if you actually sit there and say to yourself, identify the parts of yourself that you're struggling with, and then say, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this part of myself. And I know that this part of myself is going to improve. And it's going to improve because I have recognized it and I have declared it to improve. I have recognized this part of myself and I declare it to improve, and therefore it will improve. You have to have faith in yourself. You have to have faith and trust in your word, right? That's another important aspect of this. So the first step is to become aware of it, to shine the light of awareness on your demons and your shadow side and your fears and all your negativity, and then to say, actually, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this because I'm not going to feed into it. I'm not going to make it bigger than it actually is. I'm not going to make it worse, right? I'm going in the other direction. I'm going in the positive direction. I'm saying these aspects of myself are okay, and I actually love these aspects of myself. I love these aspects of myself because they're going to propel me to the next stage of my life. That is another key component. Seeing your inner demons, seeing your inner struggles as something that will trampoline you and leapfrog you to the next level. Because if you didn't have these struggles, how are you going to improve? What are you going to improve from, right? So, and this goes into self-development and personal growth in general, right? How can we grow ourselves if there's no struggle? You can't have growth without struggle. You can't have growth without tension and pushback, right? So your inner demons and your shadow side is no different. It's yourself trying to show you there's another level that you can get to. There's new things that you can overcome. And the goal should never be to completely eradicate your entire shadow self or all of your demons. I mean, if you get there, that's great. That's great. But when you're struggling with this a lot, the main goal should be to acknowledge and to accept. Those are the two main goals. And if you can do those two things, they will actually take you a very long way, to the point where you're not going to even see your shadow side or your demons as demons or a shadow side or a negative thing at all. You're going to say, you're literally you're going to look at it in just a straightforward, logical manner. You're going to say, oh, these are the things that I'm not excited about. These are the things that I'm kind of resisting. These are the things that I want to change, right? These are the things I want to change, because that's ultimately what it is you have a desire to change these aspects of yourself. And so instead of demons or shadows or negativity, it simply becomes resistance. And that resistance is there for you to overcome it. So that's really kind of like the ultimate high level that you want to get to, is to see your demons as resistance, and then to say, okay, now I'm going to overcome it. Now I'm going to shine the light of awareness on it, to notice it, to acknowledge it, and then I'm going to kill it with kindness. I'm going to say, I accept you. I accept this part of myself, and I'm thankful. You could even say, I'm thankful for this part of myself, so that now I know where I'm going to go. Now I know the next step. Now I know that there's a level higher for me to reach, right? And that's what this journey is all about. It's about growth, expansion, expanding your mind, expanding your body, expanding the spiritual realms of you, expanding every aspect of you that is possible, right? Because if you're stagnant, then what is life? What is life when you're stagnant and you're standing still and you have nothing to look forward to, you have nothing to improve on? What is life then? It's boring, it's mundane, right? We were not put here to live a mundane existence, right? So thank your shadow side. Thank your inner demons, right? That is the most effective advice that you'll probably ever get on this topic. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, do all that good stuff, hit the bell so you don't miss any notifications. I'm putting out a lot of content. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and I got a lot more planned in the future. I'm excited. For where this channel is going. I I feel like there's just so much potential untapped still. Um, and I just feel like these topics are so important. I feel like a lot of these topics just aren't being talked about. Like you go on the news, you flip on the news. They're not talking about any of this. They're not talking about any of the topics that I'm talking about here. And if these topics were brought to a larger audience, right? If these topics were mainstream, imagine if these topics were mainstream, how completely different our society and our culture would be. I mean, you could say that our culture right now is a little toxic, that it's a little selfish, it's a little individualistic, material, right? Kind of a materialistic culture that we live in. Like as a whole, I'm talking about as a whole, like worldwide. Um, but imagine if these ideas were mainstream. How would that change how would that completely change the dynamic of our planet, of our society, right? And I'm not the only one talking about these topics. There are other people out there talking about it, but not at a level that's mainstream or like global or anything like that. Or that's in like the consciousness of most people. It's not even registering in most people's consciousness. So that's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Um, Stay tuned for more. I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.